Hello, I'm back. I have squirted out 4 different paints over here on my palette. I thought I'd tell you what I'm using. This off-white color is Buff. It's from Blick, Dick Blick. This gold is Lucas Pastos. It's in gold. This reddish color is Lucas Creole Terzia. I get these from Jerry's Artarama, I think. If not, you can get them at Blick. And this is Alizarin Crimson. And then this yellow mustardy looking is the Lucas also, and it's yellow ochre. So let's set those to the side. I haven't decided yet what color I want to do my background in. So let's concentrate on her dress and her halo for right now. So get yourself a brush. Whatever color you want to use for her halo, aura, whatever. I like it to have a shimmery, topping to it. So I'm gonna use the yellow. That just reminds me of a halo, this yellow. It's kind of gross looking, but I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do the gold over it. So, go along with the outline. At least I want it to be fairly even with the roundness of it, you know what I mean? I want it to stay pretty much in the lines. I like that you can see the music through it though, so I'm not gonna put 10 coats of this on here. I'm barely gonna put 1. I'm not gonna even cover it that well. And then I need to draw in where her hair is at again over here. So I'm gonna down and do some funky wave here. Okay, so that's the yellow for her halo, her aura. And I did such a thin coat, it's pretty much dry already. So get your paintbrush cleaned up. And then I could have just put the gold directly on that. The gold that I have is not like super gold colored, so it wasn't as shimmery as I wanted it or as opaque. So can you see the difference there? Oh, there, did you see it? Right there? It's like catching a fish. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this gold and go all the way around her head with it. Pretty much staying in the lines. When I'm done, I'll probably be outlining some of this just because I can't stop myself. There, I took it from that kind of gross mustard to kind of a heavenly looking color. Now her dress. I can't decide. I think I'm gonna do the color up in the bodice and the off-white for the skirt, which I'm gonna do pretty transparently so you can see the pattern of the music beneath it. So let's do the Alizarin Crimson. And I may do more than 1 coat. I may just do 1 and like draw some flowers on it. We're just gonna have to see what happens. You can do this in metallic color too. You can do it opposite. You can do the whole dress 1 color. It's really up to you. Okay, that's that. Get your brush fairly clean if you're going to use a lighter color. Now for her skirt, I'm going to slop on a whole bunch of this off-white, and I'm going to try and get it while it's still wet so that I can wipe part of that off with a baby wipe. So I kind of am just slapping it on there, really not, I'm kind of staying in the lines, but I'm trying to do it before it dries because it's pretty hard to get off once it's dry. Actually, that's not too bad. You can really see the music through it, but I kind of want to see it more. So I'm going to grab a baby wipe. I always have a package of these things sitting around somewhere, and I rip them in half. I don't ever use a whole one, hardly. Though this is a big one. And then I'm gonna wipe lightly to begin with so I can see how much actually is coming off. And it took quite a bit off. I may come back later and do a whitewash. I just noticed her dress is super uneven at the waist. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, clean my brush. And you could have done the same thing with the yellow around the halo if you wanted. Wipe some of that yellow off before you put the metallic on, but I kind of like it like that. My girl's gonna have black hair. I need to decide what I'm gonna do with the background before I do anything else. I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna try it. This is what am I doing? Called DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylics. And some people swear by golden fluid acrylics, and actually they're probably like the A1 best kind you can get of fluid acrylics. But I happened to find these at Joann's one day, and they're like a quarter of the price, and I'm not a professional, so I can totally live with that. A fluid acrylic, if you don't know what the difference is, am I where you can see that? It's watery, basically, and you want it to be like that. So I'm going to use some of this that I put in the lid. I'm going to use a bigger brush. Oh, now I'm blue everywhere. Let's go up a little bit here. Woo! Long way. Okay. So this brush is semi-dry, and I'm not sure, again, like I said, about this color. Well, that's pretty good, I think. I try and put the darkest part of it, like, by her body and her dress, and then I'm carrying it out from there. And I'm obviously going to have to re-wet my brush often. But I'm going down like that, and then kind of emptying my brush out as I go outwards. And like I said, I'm super hard on my brushes. Don't send me an email telling me I shouldn't do this with my brushes, because that's the best part about painting. So I'm going to do the darkness all the way around where the paint's really super thick and not very transparent. See, and I still have so much on my brush that I'm just going to keep going up here until I notice that I'm starting to run out in my brush. Then I'm going to start pulling it out and dry brushing out to the edge. And we might put another color over this. I don't know. I'll have to ask Miss Effie Wild if this is considered glazing. I don't think it is. I do want to cover up the majority of the color in the background just because it's such a woo, that's too much. It's such a mishmash. I want to just kind of unify it. Okay, and I've only done half the picture, but I want to see what happens when I take a wet wipe to it. Not a whole lot. Kind of takes some off. Yeah, that's too much. I'm going to have to go back and repaint that because I don't want that much off. So let's do the other side. And I'm going to turn this upside down so that I can get a better angle of the brush. Again, I'm going with the flow right up against the line, and then I'll pull it outwards. Yeah, I don't know about this color. I mean, I love this color. I may end up putting something with it, though. Maybe I'll put some white with it or something. It's too, I don't know, it's so thin. But whatever I do, I'm going to let this dry before I do it. Well, I'll have to think about this for a minute. So let me go clean my brush and decide what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back.